What is up, guys, and welcome, Satisfactory. So, I'm not sure if anyone that's watching my channel right now, seen anything on Satisfactory, but Satisfactory is like a super big, well, factory game. So I don't know if anyone's seen any of my old Minecraft videos from many years ago, but I love automation and in video games to be able to make something that's usually a tedious task into an automatic process that it takes care of itself. And that's basically what this whole game is. I've had this game for a very long time, and it's only recently that I've gotten back into it. I probably haven't really played it since it came out, and they've added a lot of content since I first played it. I've been playing a little bit here very recently to try to get back into it, and I have probably put several, I'd say about 20 hours into it, and I've barely scratched the surface of this game now. It took less than 20 hours to beat it the first time. I'll get to the end game. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Now, I've seen quite a few different YouTubers playing this game, and I am not a professional by any means, but I am learning and I am enjoying the hell out of it. And I also learned a lot about this game. Like, for example, there's 4 different starting areas you can choose from when you're starting a new game. And it may seem like there's actually a big difference in all these, and it may seem like the hardest territory would be like the desert, right? And while this looks like it'd be easier, even if it's ideal for first-time pioneers. And then this one says for more experienced pioneers, which is, I'd say, is accurate because there's a lot of trees and navigating stuff. And this one says for advanced pioneers, but honestly, it's not that hard because it's all very flat. You're out in the desert, and it's pretty easy to set up a lot of factory space with very little effort. So, for the sake of the video, though, we're going to go ahead and just start. Yeah, we'll just start in the grass field. And we're just going to call this the YouTube. Oh, my caps lock is on. YouTube. What we're just going to call our worlds for now. Might start coming in something different. We're going to do a private save session, and we are going to skip the training because I already know how to do this. And, well, for the sake of the channel, we'll go ahead and do the advanced game setting. We're currently playing the default version of the game. Would you like to please note that editing these settings is a one-way action. You will not be able to switch back to the default version out of the game other than reloading the save. All players in the session will have access to these settings once activated. If you want to proceed, press confirm. Alright. Gameplay? I've never messed with these settings. What does this mean? Power is not required for buildings to function. Didn't know that. Anything that needs to be unlocked, such as milestones, can be unlocked without having to pay any resources. That's boring. Unlock alternative recipes instantly. Don't care about that. Those 4 items should be kept after death. I want to keep everything. I'm tired of dropping my crap. That is a pain in the butt. You drop your crap while you're out on a long adventure, and it takes such a pain in the butt to go get it. And I'm turning this one on too, for the sake of videos, just because it'll make building a lot easier later on. I'm not gonna use it for traveling. I'm only gonna use it for building sake. All right, progression. We will go ahead and do it. Hey, look at this, freaking 8 tiers. Game phase thing. Huh. Oh, I remember this one. Disable arachnid creatures. Because the arachnophobia or whatever it is. Alright. Pretty cool stuff. I do like the fact that you have the flight mode in here. So, now that we have that turned on, yeah, let's get started.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fix-It Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
Whee! We're almost there. Taking forever.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Okay, here we are.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akucha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Yeah, cool. Do you stop talking so we can get started?
Objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding.
Cool.
First objective. Please dismantle the drop pod.
I
The
already did
resulting
it.
materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base
Okay,
from
guys.
now on. Note.
You can just stop. I know how to do that, and I
All
already did
important
that.
fix-it data and communicate.
Hush. Sorry, she's pushing my last nerve. Alright, so we picked up the drop pod because that is a required recipe to build what's called the hub. If you have never played this before, I'm going to assume anyone watching this hasn't played it before. But if you have, I'm sorry if I'm repeating things you already know. You're just going to have to deal with it because I'm going to assume everyone's a new player. There is a crap load of stuff we can do in here. And we need to get started. So I have to gather up the dust materials here. So leaves in this game are a source of power, combustible energy, and there's one machine that can draw power using it. We can create better fuel sources later, even using the plant matter, but it's a good idea to go ahead and gather up a bunch because we're going to need quite a bit of it for a while. So we can create a more cleaner, well, I wouldn't say cleaner, but I would say a lot easier source of power that we can use. So, while playing this game, there's a lot of things I've learned. And one of the biggest things I've learned is, early on, it's really difficult to work clean in this game. So, you basically just have to deal with it for a while, deal with spaghetti messes of factories and stuff like that until you can unlock foundations and stuff like that. And since I turned on the tutorial, it's going to take even longer.
This is one of multiple edibles we have detected in your vicinity, which are within approved nutritional and medical categories as established by R&D.
She's talking about the fact that I just picked up some nuts. Fine, I will do what you asked, so you'll leave me alone. So the codex is a really cool thing in this game where I can look up recipes I have access to. We're just starting, so it's very early on. But this thing's a cool tool. There's quite a few really cool tools in this game that make it easier down the line. There's O that brings up the codex, which can look up
Second
anything.
objective.
But the
Please
easier...
ensure you have your fixed
You
node.
are interrupting me, lady. Anyway, so O will bring up this, which will allow me to like search up some stuff like this. But the easier way to do it was just to be press N. I can just type in literally anything right here and get an answer. Plates. I don't even think I have to know anything about it. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I have to apparently have unlocked the recipe. Interesting. Anyway, she says to open up my inventory. Thankfully, I can now. I've only got one hand slot. I'm so used to not used to the beginning of the game. Oh lord, I didn't realize how little inventory space you have early on too.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron.
Yeah.
Note, the acquisition of iron.
Yes, you can scan for ores in this game as you progress. I want to find a place with the most nodes. This one seems like it's got the best conglomeration up here. Hey, watch it, big guy. Hey, watch it. Let's take these guys out real quick. Ow, you jerkwad. Come here. I ain't done with you. Come back here. Alright, killed him. Ow!
The remains of this creature might shed light on how to increase chances of survival. A new research tree can now be accessed in...
Okay, shut up. I'll explain it, lady. So, yeah, the hog remains actually have a few different uses. I haven't messed with all of them yet. Oh, this is good to find early
This
on.
mineral shows purity level.
Yes, this is quartz. You can use it to make silica and a bunch of other stuff later. But it's a good idea to go ahead and gather it as we see it, so that way we can just have it. And these things right here, when you're near them, like within a certain vicinity of them, they will make all kinds of like, oh, here it comes. Like it keeps trying to convince you to grab it, but as far as I'm aware, currently they have no use in the game, so they're just a waste of inventory space.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Alright, looks like we gotta go that way. Alright. I spotted something over here I want to grab though. You see that thing on top of this rock? That's called a power slug. This is a blue power slug. They're really cool. What they can do is they can be used to overclock machines later, which has good properties and bad properties, but we're going to hang on to them anyway because they're really valuable. And there's three different...
slug seems to...
I'm explaining it, lady. So there's three different kind of power slugs too. There's the blue, the yellow, and the purple. The blue will give you 1 power cell. Ooh, there's another one over there. A yellow will give you 3 power cells, and a purple will give you 5. I think it's 3 power cells for the middle one, but I don't remember. Now this power cell real quick. I think those are both copper veins down there. Alright, so let's see. Where's that? Let's look at those iron veins now. Where are they? The biggest grouping of them. There, that way. Unless there's a bigger grouping in another direction. I don't think so. Head over this way. I'm gonna establish a temporary base near the ore veins, but eventually I am going to relocate. Well, at least I'm gonna relocate this, like the main hub. Did you go down already? How many times I gotta whack you? Alright, so there's 2 down there, 2 over here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 right here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. We'll start here and we'll go from here. So we're gonna come over here. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to start by clearing off one of these. These are like ore chunks that you can find laying around.
Fourth objective, build the hub. Note, to complete this objective...
Yeah. Shut up, lady. So, the reason why I just wanted to break that thing and get it out of the way is this is a vein. Oh, these are impure. That's sad. Alright, whatever. We'll go with them. There's plenty of them here, so worst case scenario, I can eventually put a level 2 miner on it and increase it. But for nowsies, we need to build the hub. And I'm just going to slap it down over here somewhere. Here we go. Oh wow, I forgot that before you actually finish installing everything, you should be able to
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective.
Okay, so I'm going to explain what she says because she gets on my nerves sometimes. This is a crafting table. Anytime we learn a new recipe, it'll end up in here. Well, a crafting recipe that's not too advanced. And this is the hub. This is how we learn new crafting. This is how we learn the new crafting recipes. We click on the one of the we'll unlock the multiple tiers as we go. Once we complete the hub, we'll have these first 3 chapters unlocked, and then once we build the space elevator, we can work on unlocking more of the phases. Usually unlocks 2 at a time. So right now, all we have is this unlocked. And once we unlock this page, we should unlock the second page for the hub. And we'll get the workshop, inventory slot, thankfully, well, 3 inventory slots, and a portable miner. We're going to select this, and all we need to really complete this is some ore that we can cook up into metal. So let's go ahead and get started. Whoops. Take this. Come here, you stupid. There we go. Alright, now we're going to clear off all these pure veins, because they'll have more ore than an impure vein will, and it'll save me some time on mining. Alright, cool. Now let's go over here to the crafting bench and start making up some iron. Early on, crafting in this game can be kind of tedious, but you'll get past that point very quickly. So, we need to craft up some iron ingots. So now all we have to do is either hold this, hold the spacebar, or we can do the really smart thing that I didn't know for the longest time playing this game. If you tap the spacebar, it just keeps going. Like magic. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and turn all of this into iron ingots, and I'll be right back. Okay. Didn't know if I started the recording or not. Anyway, so we got the ingots we need. So we need to make 10 iron rods. And done. Turn that in. Oops. And upgrade. Now the hub is a little bit different. Next thing we need is rods and plates.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building 6th of...
Yeah, whatever, lady. So for this, let's go ahead and select it so it'll pop up. Then I can go over here and make the rods I need. There we go. Then I need 10 plates. But you can see over here how many we are able to make. So we're going to need a lot of these in the future. I mean, a lot of these. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. Now it probably wants us to get copper, right? Yep, sure does. Go ahead and select the milestone so we know what we need. Now we have to go.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Biomass 7 and
Yeah, I heard you. Alright, so another thing we're going to want to do is let's gather up a bunch more iron and go ahead and make some plates and rods so we have them. Kill this guy real quick. We're glad when we have better weapons later. Oh, there it is. Grab this ore. And this one. And we'll just mine up a bunch of this real quick before I get started. Alright, And now we're going to take some of that metal, melt it. We're going to take all that metal, actually, melt it down. Alright, now that we got it all melted down, we're going to use... We got like 129, we're going to use it to make some plates and rods here. We'll start with some rods. Well, if I can click on it, there we go. There we go, got about 55 of them, and then we're going to turn the rest of this into plates. And there we go. So now we have some plates and rods. One thing I want to do is slap down a equipment workbench here. We're just going to slap it down like right here. Alright, so the reason I made this is so I can make one of these. Ooh, okay, we already have that. That's right. We're going to make a couple of these, actually. 1 and 2. Now, alright, so here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to come over here to one of these iron veins. And, oh, I already crafted them. Let's just put that out of my hand and plop that there. And we are going to place this guy right there. So what this guy will do is he's just a little portable miner. I can slap down one of these on any type of resource if I don't want to set up infrastructure, and he'll just mine me a little bit of ore until his inventory is full, and then he'll stop. So if I open it up, you can see he's already got 6 ore in here. It looks like he can do 20 per minute. Not bad. So what we need now that we got some ore being mined automatically for us is we need to start going and gathering some copper. So as you notice, if I hold the scroll wheel, which for me on keyboard it's V, I can shift between the 2 ores I know how to find now. So let's look for some copper. Alright, looks like the closest nodes are over that way. Go ahead and re-equip this guy in case I have to fight any bad guys. Oh. Go up here. And let's see what we can find. Don't have foundations yet, so I can't build infrastructure to go down really easy. So we're gonna have to make sure we take the safe route. I think I got here with the hogs. Yep. There we go. I want to kill a bunch of those things, so we're gonna need them. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna mine up this ore just like we have before. There we go. There's one. Mine this one. Alright, cool. So now, like we did before with the iron, let's go ahead and equip this guy. Not the button I meant to press. Alright. These are also impure nodes, which kind of sucks. So what that purity is if it's pure, you'll get the most amount of resources out of that vein that you could ever get when mining that resource. And impure, there's normal veins, which are kind of like in the middle, which will give you like the average amount. And then impure veins, which give you very little. But the cool thing about impure veins is usually there'll be a lot more of the veins laying around than what you'd find for a pure vein. So now we can open this guy up and look at all that copper flowing in. We'll go ahead and grab what he's already got and go ahead and head back over to the hub. As long as I remember that I have to keep going to the close one for now, I shouldn't have a problem with losing that. The hub's always easy to find. You'll notice up there on the compass at the top of the screen, it sits right there in the center. Alright, we're going to go ahead and check the iron one real quick. Look at that, 63 iron in here, which is awesome. We'll smelt more iron ingots down, and we can craft all the stuff we need to do the next hub upgrade. So, start by melting down the ingots. Alright, now the copper. Alright, now we will make up all the resources we need. So we need 20 plates, 20 rods, and 20 copper wire. So we've already got the rods and plates. So let's just go ahead and make the copper wire. Shouldn't take long at all since it makes 2 at a time. And there it is. Yeah, let's just turn this stuff in. Hey, you may notice that when you're clicking on a machine that requires certain resources, it'll actually tell you in a separate category up here with the relevant items, so you don't have to sit here looking through your inventory. Now, not all machines do it. I've noticed some power-related machines that you can feed resources into manually. They don't seem to pop up the relevant items, which is weird. So, put the plates in there, the rods, and the wire. Upgrade. Alright. Now it's starting to look more like it's supposed to, but it has one biomass burner, so now we can generate power.
Congratulations. You have unlocked scanner feature limestone. New build 8 the
Yeah, shut up, lady. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, we're about to get conveyor belts, which is awesome. I think that last one unlocked the constructor, the one before it made the smelter. We don't even have a miner, so none of that really does us any good. Alright, so it looks like we need to make another miner, but we did unlock new recipes. We can make cable and screws, reinforced plates, and concrete. So, screws are pretty easy. You just make rods, and you take rods and you can make nails. Not super hard. The reinforced plates, just take nails and the plates to make the reinforced plates. Pretty easy. Cable is just more of the copper wire turned into cable, which we can already make what we need for that. But now we can make concrete, which requires limestone. So a new resource, so we should now be able to scan for it. Yep, sure can. Go ahead and do a quick scan for that real fast. Not too far in that direction, actually. Alright, which is good. Alright, so, oh, we also have this new chest we can store stuff in. We can store all this stuff we don't want to keep on us all the time. There we go. I'll keep the food on me in case I need to heal. Alright, so, we need to make another miner. Do we have the resources? We do. Go ahead and craft one up. Cool. Now let's go run over here to this limestone deposit. Tap that button again so we can get it scanned up. Ah, there it is. I think I heard a creature, but... Oh, by the way, those little birds, as far as I'm aware, they're not hostile. They're pretending to be plants. They hold their beak opens up 4 ways, and flies will like fly down in their mouth and they'll catch them. It's cute. Oh, by the way, these are non-hostile creatures. If I zap it, it just runs away. Alright, does this have a node on it? Hard to tell with the limestone sometimes. Sometimes their nodes will like it. Anyway, it doesn't look like it, so let us go ahead and equip miner. Not the button I meant to press. There we go. Get going, little dude. Alright, now we're generating some limestone. I'm going to let this generate for just a second, and then I'm going to grab all the ore that we've generated from all the different miners I set down, and go back to the hub, and we'll get ready to complete the next hub upgrade. Alright guys, so I went ahead and melted all the iron ingots I had down, and all the copper ingots. I've made a crap load of plates and rods, and now I made a bunch of screws here, and we're going to go ahead and whip up a few of these reinforced iron plates, just so that way we have them. Because I know we're going to need them. Ooh, that's more than I'm willing to make. I don't have enough. I don't want to use any of my iron plates. So, let's whip up some copper wire. And you need copper wire to make cable. So we're going to turn all these copper ingots into copper wire. We're probably going to need it. There we are. And now we're going to whip us up some cables. We're going to make a bunch of these as well. These shouldn't take long. There's the 20 we need for the quest. We're going to need more for power related reasons. And we'll stop there. And now we're going to turn all the limestone we got into concrete. Alright guys, I went ahead and made up some more iron plates as well. So, boop, boop, and boop. And we upgraded it to 4. Alright, what's next? There should be the last tutorial. Just need more wire and concrete.
Congratulations. You have
Yeah, whatever, lady. Alright, so we need to go back over to our limestone deposit, which I believe is over here, right? Yeah. Alright, there we go. We have everything. Oh, no, I was wrong. I need a few more rods. And I need more iron. Hold on. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I haven't turned them on. So. And table. There we go. And oh no, was I wrong? Apparently I was. Alright, so we have the copper wire already. We need more plates and rods. But
congratulations. You have 10th.
Yeah, whatever. Can we make a miner now? Yes, we freaking can. Thank goodness. Alright. I gotta get some concrete together and some other stuff, and we can place down some real machines. Alright, so real quick, I realized I didn't know how many total resources I needed. So, now that we have a little bit of stuff we can start setting up some automation with, we can do planning, which is a really cool feature in this game. So, I want to set up automation for all 3 nodes so that way we can get all the resources that we currently already have going. Now, if we have storage yet, we do have storage, so we can set all this up. So here's what we're going to do. First, I'm going to make a storage container for every resource we want to generate. Iron rods, iron plate, copper wire, cable, concrete. Is that it? Nope, screws, and I'll eventually want one for reinforced plates more. Alright, so that's all the resources that we know how to create so far. Next, we're gonna need, let's see here, I ain't gonna worry about these. I ain't gonna worry about those. And then we're gonna need, let's see here, we're gonna need at least, give me just a second, guys. Alright, so for now, we're just gonna grab 3 miners, 1 for each resource, 2 melters, because these are impure veins, so I think they're only gonna give us 30 because they're impure, because the normal extraction rate is 60. So yeah, it would be 30 for each one of these resources. Unless, yeah, I'm pretty sure life's filter. Then 2 melters because you don't have to cook the concrete. And then we need, let's see here, iron rod, iron plates, copper, cables, and we may need to make more of these. But this is just so we know what resources together. And concrete. Let's just do 6 of them for now and go from there. So now we know all the resources we need over there on the right side of the screen. So we're going to go from there. Alright guys, it's taking a while, but I think I got everything. So let's get started. You know what? I realized something. I think it'd be best just to go ahead and upgrade the hub here instead of working on this project yet for a multitude. For one, I need something from it. Alright, so we'll pop this in here, unlock. Alright, yeah. Now we can actually, we finished the tutorial now.
Building, space elevator.
Oh, that's
building,
buggy.
Biomass burner. Part, biomass. Mode of
Yeah. The main thing I wanted out of that was the biomass. Okay, it just appeared into existence. Kind of buggy right now. It'll fix itself eventually. Alright, so now we can actually move up and start doing this. Ooh, that's the one I want. I want to do this before we do anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on some stuff. Alright, number one thing I want to build is, no, not a melter, a miner. I have a start replacing that there. And then in front of that miner, I want a melter. And we're going to hold control so that way they line up together. Right there. And then we're going to run a conveyor belt from here to there. Okay. And this miner is going to turn that that iron into iron ore. That iron ore, it's going to, how much does this miner produce? 30 per minute. Alright, we're going to use, this will make 30 per minute. So we 1 to 1. That's good. Next, I want a constructor. So we can line it up. Oh, right there, I do it. Plop it there. It did not line up. That's annoying. No, I ain't doing that. No. There we go, that's straight. We're going to turn those into plates. And then storage. Alright, there's our plate storage. This will produce us some iron plates. We need those. Now, we're going to see if we can build another setup. With this, we're going to build these right next to each other. Okay. Got it. This is also going to melt iron. This one's going to be a little cockeyed, but it's fine. This one's going to make rods. Only problem is it only does 15 per minute. Eventually, I'm going to split this off and make 2. For now, this will do. That are all underclocked. One of them. There we go, and that'll make iron rods. So what we're going to do now, get all these wired up. Alright, how much power is this going to take? We need 26 megawatts. Well, these things right here can produce 20 megawatts. So, we are going to boop, 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 and connect it up. Now, if I were to put fuel in this one... Oh, wait. Hold on. Let the power grid go offline for a minute. I forgot I wanted to do something first. Now we can make biomass. So we can convert leaves and wood into a new material called biomass, which has a much better fuel rate. There we go. Alright. Hold on. That worked. Alright, now everything should be powered on. So if we come over here and take a look, both miners are outputting. They'll both be smelting here in a second. And this will start producing me plates and rods, which are both resources I could use. Just to commemorate that, pop all my plates in here. Pop all my rods in here. There we go. Now those will store my plates and rods. And as you can see, they're already starting to produce and going into their corresponding spaces. Alright, so now that we got those two resources automated, let us miner plop this guy down here, rotate it about right there will work. Next, we're gonna plop down. We don't need a for this resource. We don't need a melter, so pop this, put this straight into here. Let's see here. This will produce 60 limestone per minute. While this only use 45. Unfortunately, I can't underclock it yet, so we'll just have to deal with it for now. Alright, we had 26 on the network. How much does it produce? 9? Okay, so we still have enough power on the grid. Okay, cool. Oh, let us plot down a storage for the new resource. There we go. Now let's hook all this up. There we go. Now that'll kick on and make us some concrete. Now we want to set up copper. So it looks like we might need some more iron plates. So let's see how many we've crafted so far. Look at that. Made us iron plates while we were doing other work. That was awesome. Alright. Alright, so I have an idea for this. So we're gonna go miner there and there. Just because I don't have splitters or whatever yet. And then I need a melter for both of these. Hook them both in. And set up the power line. Alright, how much power are we drawing so far? 18 already. Alright. So each one of these are going to melt down copper. Got it. How much? These are impure, right? So these only make 30? Yeah, these will make 30. These will cook up 30, so it's a 1-to-1. That's good. Cool. And then we're gonna take, what is it? The constructor. Pull it up here a little bit. Do the same thing for this guy. Alright, let's connect those up. Fortunately, it's clipping through a tree, but I can eventually fix that. Alright, this one's going to make wire. This one is also going to make wire. Then we're going to hook this one up to another one. Hopefully I gave it enough space to fit in there. There we go. This one's going to turn wire into cable. Then we're going to hook up a storage for both of these. I'd like to make the storage a little closer to the base though. This is a bit of a walk. I don't want to have to keep walking this far to come all the way over here with this ship. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to set the storages right. I can remember where the freaking storages are. Right, take these. Like this. One here. We'll put them next to each other with a little bit of a gap. We're going to need some more resources. We've already got the resources automated that we need to make this long chain though, so that's good. So we need plates, rods, and concrete. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I was working on setting everything up. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to wrap it up and work on this a little bit more. So it's not clean yet. This is a completely temporary setup. I threw it together really quick. So I went ahead and ran some conveyor belts from a couple of these machines that we have set up to our new storage area here. So this way we can keep all the resources kind of close together so I don't have to run them in different miles in different directions. These are the basic resources for most of the building blocks in the game. So we got concrete going in here. We got rods going in here. We're going to have plates coming in here, which we've already got all three of those hooked up. So they'll just start filling up. I was getting ready to hook up the copper wire and the cable, so that way we could also have those resources being piped in over as well. And like I said, the entire layout for this base is 100% temporary. We will fix it. This is horrible management of my conveyor belts. They look awful, but it's basically just supposed to be functional, form over function. And I'm planning on letting my resources generate for a bit, so that way we can get some of them. So off camera, before I do another episode, I plan on doing a little bit of grinding and basically letting these all fill up with resources. I'm just basically going to keep putting plant material inside of my generator, so that way these machines will just continuously run until we have a crap load of all 5 of these resources. So that way it's just easier on us later. I'm going to finish getting the belt hooked up. I'll probably have to make another generator since that 2 copper layout each is probably going to require a generator on their own, or at least a generator and a half. So that way I can keep it going, and I'm just, like I said, going to let it burn out some resources and gather some bunch of materials. Because next episode we are going to start laying down foundations since we'll have concrete. And like I said, I'm just going to let it just generate a crap load of it, so that way we'll have a crap load of foundations we can place down, and we can make this a lot cleaner. And we'll set up a designated storage area and then run all the piping and stuff like that. It's still not going to be as clean as it could be later on, but it'll also be temporary, but it'll look a lot better than it does now. So we'll have all the resources that we currently know how to make automated and ready to go. I'll probably have all the resources in these ready to filled up and ready to go, and I'll already cleaned off all the machines except for maybe the miners. The miners might stay where they are. I may pick them up so I can lay the foundations down though. But yeah, so that's gonna have to do it for this episode, guys. I know it's a bit of a long episode. I'm gonna try to start making my videos shorter by doing cuts and edits and stuff like that here soon. but I'm ready to start making content again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to give the big old thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell down below to let you know when I upload videos to YouTube or potentially go live. We'll see. But that's going to have to do it for you guys. So I will see all of your beautiful faces in the next video. Bye, guys.